I wanted to give you guys an update on how I'm bulking at the moment, eating between 4 to 4,500 calories a day, whilst getting only about 7% of my calories from carbohydrates. So previously in the past, back in like 2018, 2019, I started competing in Strongman, and my goal back then was to just get as big and as strong as I possibly could, as fast as possible. And I went from 95 kilos to 127.5 kilos in the space of 18 months, and went from a 235 kilo deadlift to a 300 kilo deadlift in that same time period. So pretty rapid rate of body weight increase, strength increase, and performance as well. Now, I've got back into Strongman again recently after having a bit of almost a 7-year hiatus. It just gives such purpose to my training, and I really enjoy competing. You're around loads of other guys who are all super friendly, helping one another out, lending kit where need to, cheering each other on. It's just such a nice environment. It gives a lot of purpose to my training, helps give me focus, helps give me drive, and helps me feel like I'm making progress, and gaining strength isn't just for no reason whatsoever. So for me, right now, it's probably far away my most favorite hobby. But when I did my first proper bulk in 2018, 2019, I didn't really care what my body fat percentage was. It was purely about getting bigger, getting stronger. I'm 37 now, and I don't want to be getting unnecessarily big, putting undue pressure on my heart and increasing my blood pressure, and potentially putting just more strain on my joints, my knees, ankles, etc. So I want to do this in an intelligent way where I can get as big and strong as possible, but still trying to look after myself and preserve my body as well as it can be. So I definitely want to be going up to 127.5 kilos again. I haven't got a figure in mind of where I want to get to. We'll kind of play it by ear. The idea is to get as big as I can whilst remaining as lean as I can at the same time. Easier said than done, especially when I'm kind of 37, I'm not like 21 anymore. It's not quite as easy as it was. Recovery is a little bit longer, and testosterone dropped off very slightly, but I'm doing as much as I can to optimize. So at the moment, I'm eating between 3,800 to 4,500 calories a day. So just to break that down for you, my breakfast at the moment, which I'm going to put up here, is 200 grams of coconut milk. It's 6 raw eggs, and it's a banana with 10 grams of creatine and 2 omega-2 capsules, which aren't in there. I just I swallow those with the liquid afterwards. I put all that in there with some magnesium as well, and some zinc and some vitamin D liquid, and I blend that up. It sounds absolutely disgusting, but it actually tastes really nice. It's like a kind of slightly like a custard. It's not like a thin custard. It tastes really nice. It sounds disgusting, I agree, but it tastes great. And I think it's just under 1,000 calories, as you can see. Yeah, that's how I start the day, every day, when I'm at home. That will kind of keep me full until, I have that around 8 o'clock. That will typically keep me full until about 12, 1. Then I will have my second meal, which is up here now. That's 6 90% pork sausages with 4 large free-range eggs. Now the sausages are done in the air fryer, and the eggs are just fried. Put some pink Himalayan salt on them, no sauces or anything else. I think that's about 1,400 calories. So yeah, we're up to about 2,400 after lunch. I train typically 4 to 5, sometimes even 6 days a week, depending on what my schedule is looking like. So then I'll go to the gym roughly about 2 p.m. And then after that, I'll have a litre of gold top milk. Again, the macros are up here now. Looking at, I think it's about 700 to 750 calories from that. Really, really enjoy milk. Now, funny enough, I'm actually lactose intolerant. If I was to drink a litre of normal pasteurised cow's milk from a Frisian cow in the UK, my stomach would be horrendous. My eyes would go really itchy. It would actually affect my vision a little bit. I might even get brain fog from it, such as my aversion to having a lot of cow's milk. But for some reason, Jersey cows, which is where obviously Jersey gold top milk comes from, have a different type of protein. Frisian cows have something called A1 protein, whereas Frisian cows have A2. And for some reason, A2 protein in my body, it's absolutely fine. My body hates A1, it likes A2, or at least doesn't mind it. So great, because I love milk, and it's an easy way for me to get a lot of calories in a form that I really enjoy straight after the gym. For dinner, I tend to have a bit of variation in here. The most common thing I eat at the moment is 475 grams of lamb mince. And what I'll do with that is I'll mix in with some harissa powder, maybe some garlic, maybe some onion powder. Sometimes I'll go tomato, cumin, chili powder, just to kind of give some variation. And I make kind of like lamb koftas, the kind of like things that you put on a skewer. Again, put them in the air fryer. Now, I probably do lose a little bit of fat from this because when you cook stuff in the air fryer from the lamb, you do get a bit of a fat on the bottom of the air fryer, which you're probably losing. I typically don't eat that. Sometimes I might pour it on top depending how I'm feeling. And I'll typically have that with about 25 grams of olive oil based mayonnaise, which I'll mix in with some garlic powder. Again, so like a garlic mayo with the lamb. Absolutely delicious. So yeah, workout days, I'm getting about 4,400, 4,500 calories a day in. Only 7% of those coming from carbohydrates. So the reason I'm trying to avoid carbohydrates as much as possible is because I just feel so much better all of the time when my calories are coming from fat. I just seem to feel so much more balanced. I never have ups and downs. I feel like I have one coffee in the morning, like I'll have a double espresso, and that will typically do me all day. If I've got a really heavy session in the gym, I might have a scoop of pre-workout, which is like caffeine and BCAAs and flavorings and I'm not sure what else that's got in it. But it's more for like the buzz that I get from it, kind of gives me a lift. So yeah, so I've been trying to cut down because prior to that I was on 2 double espressos in the morning, first thing, and I have another one at lunchtime, and sometimes I have another one after that. And I don't know why, but carbohydrates just don't seem to make me feel as good. I seem to have much more ups and downs with my energy, where even eating complex carbohydrates like sweet potato, I would still find that my energy levels would be up and down. Whereas with a fat-based diet, put macros on in a minute of where we're at in terms of the breakdown. I just have so much more energy all of the time. I feel great, really honestly feel great. And it's very rare to hear of somebody who's bulking, eating that amount of calories without consuming a lot of carbs. Most people are eating a lot of oats, or a lot of rice, or a lot of pasta, or a lot of wraps. Try and avoid all that. It doesn't make me feel good. I'm definitely got gluten sensitivity. That doesn't agree with me at all. So that actually cancels out quite a lot of the carbohydrate sources you can eat anyway. Even and regardless, I just feel better with the fats. So yeah, that's where I'll be sticking with for now. Yeah, at the moment, 105 kilos body weight. I'll put a picture up at the moment of kind of where I'm at in terms of physique-wise. I don't really care, like I say, too much about looks. For me, it's more about performance and how I feel. If I feel good and I'm getting strong, for me, I'm on cloud nine. It doesn't really get much better than that for me. Yeah, lifts at the moment in the gym. We're at, last week was kind of like a peak week. So my training programs kind of start kind of lighter in the first week, bit heavier second, bit heavier third, and then the fourth week's almost like a test week, see where we're at, see how much progress we've made over the last 4 weeks. So last week I hit a 220 kilo deadlift for 5 reps, which is the most I've done since 2019. I log pressed 105 kilos, which is again the most again I've done again in like 7 years. Benched 120 for 6 reps. I might put a quick video up of these now, by the way. Yeah, I squatted 140 for 10 reps with more in the tank. And I did a 180 kilo squat for 1 rep about 6 to 8 weeks ago. And I'm considerably stronger now. I reckon I've probably got a 200 kilo squat in the bank at the moment, which is good. It's 105 kilo body weight is kind of cracking on for double body weight squat, which is it's not elite by any stretch of imagination, but for a natural lifter who's squatting double body weight for a single rep, especially someone who's quite tall like me with kind of quite long levers, yeah, it's a pretty respectable number. So yeah, I'm really happy with where we're at. I've got no aches, no pains anywhere in my body. Getting a sports massage about every 4 weeks from a guy at Viking Gym called Andy. Yeah, so at the moment, like for me, without the carbohydrates in the diet, I get a lot less inflammation. So carbohydrates are quite inflammatory in the body. Sugar can just increase the rate of general inflammation in the body. By cutting out the carbohydrates, you're getting less inflammation. So I feel like I recover faster in the gym. All my joints feel great, and I've trained before I came to Lithuania. I've trained 8 days in the last 9. That included a peak week. I've got no soreness whatsoever. My joints all feel great. I think for me, I can't see me ever wanting to go back to eating a high carb diet because it just doesn't work for me. So yeah, that's where we're at. Finding the bulk pretty easy, to be honest. I mean, enjoying all the foods that are in it. They're all really tasty. Kind of eating a bit like a dog, eating the same foods every day. I'm not getting bored of it. I've been eating some variety of that lunch and dinner for a good few months now and still enjoying it. So it's a bit of a superpower. I don't need to track my food because when you eat the same foods every day, I know where I'm at. I know what my calories look like. I don't need to think, go on my app and track where I'm at, because by eating the same thing every day, just makes that process a hell of a lot easier. Lifts are going up. Body fat doesn't seem to be going up in a horrendous amount compared to my strength and my overall muscularity. So yeah, having a really good time at the moment, and long may it continue. In terms of where I want to get to this year, I think at the moment my deadlift, if I had to do one at max now, would be 250 or just over. End of the year, I've got to be looking for at least a 280 kilo deadlift. I think if I can stay maybe like between 110 and 115 kilos, trying to not trying to gain too much fat this time. It's not a good look. Again, it just puts a lot of undue stress on the body. Might be a little bit stronger, but the priority is strong and healthy, not strength at all costs. So yeah, overall, we're in a good place. I think it's going to continue. Yeah, so goals for this year, 280 deadlift, I think, 220 squat, for like a 160 bench, and a log. I think 120 will be good. PB of all time is 122.5, but that was at 127.5 kilos. If I can hit that at like 110 or 115 kilos, pound for pound, I'll be the strongest I've ever been, probably the happiest I've ever been with my looks and performance at the same time. So yeah, that's where we're at overall. And yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this episode, I'll be putting some more of these kind of style of videos up over the next few months. If you're kind of interested in how I'm going to be performing, I've got a competition coming up in the next month as well, where I'll be looking to kind of course do as well as I can. I kind of want to train hard to perform well in competitions as well. So yeah, I'll put an update of that of that competition after I've done it as well. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this podcast, please give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.